Hey traders, good day. Edison here at Edison Trading Collective. Head trader here and your host for today's video. It is Wednesday, February 23rd today. It's a cocktail recap. It's about 9:12 p.m. market time. And here in the Midwest, that means cocktail hour. So we're having a little old fashioned and going to recap today's nice trade on Tesla. I was short today on Tesla, and boy, what a move. I unfortunately didn't catch all of it, or even the vast majority of it, but we'll talk more about that as we get into it. So let's go. Hope you all had a great day. Starting off the daily here on Tesla, we can see we're coming off a pretty significant follow-through day. I was looking to get short. As a result, we had a nice trend line that came up, and I thought we could get to that trend line for sure, and boy, it did not disappoint. And look how it touched this trend line here back here, right? I mean, so these things are really powerful. Maybe a whole nother video on charts and trend lines and how to read these wicks and things like that, but we'll get into that on another video. Anyway, all right, so out of the gates here, was looking to get short on Tesla. That was my bias. I won't say that the open was clean, but nevertheless, I think it presented a pretty clear opportunity to put on a trade and see what it could do. So let's take a look at it in a little bit greater detail. So, all right. So market was opening up flat, as I recall. Tesla was kind of hanging around. It was kind of going to open inside this cloud, and of course you have to remember, at 8:30 this morning, I didn't have all this historical reference to think about. That's all hindsight trading back here, and we'll get into that a little bit more. So out of the gates, Tesla throws in this huge candle with a big upper wick, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's great. All things pointing in the right direction for me, which is down. Next candle comes in, it goes up, and the second it starts to put in that big candle, I go ahead and get short. And I think I traded the 830 puts today. My philosophy is, by the way, that on Monday and Tuesday, we can be a little bit out of the money. On Wednesday, we generally speaking want to be at the money, and on Thursday and Friday we want to be well into the money. So when I'm talking about option strategies and where it is I like to be in the market, I generally speaking apply that rule, and then I go look at liquidity as the market opens, and then kind of just choose a strike price that fits, right? I mean, so if today, for instance, the 825s had 400 contracts traded and the 830s had 97, while I would have preferred to have traded the 830s in that instance, I'm still going to follow the liquidity so long as it's pretty close to where it is I want to be. So anyway, that was that. I think I traded the 830s today. Small size again. Don't quite trust this market. Don't quite trust myself in this market right now. So I need to prove this to myself. And we handled it nicely today. A quick little tidy $718 profit in just a couple of minutes. So second candle rather. Sorry, I get short here, and I just close the trade right here on this candle here, the 833 candle, and I'm done. $720 is what I made, and I was okay with that, coming off the coming off the red day yesterday, coming off of a bunch of poor decisions. I wanted to book a win today, and I did that. And at the end of the day, folks, $720 in 90 seconds is not a horrible way to live. So while I can complain and whine about all the moves that I didn't take advantage of today, which I'm going to, at the end of the day, this was not a horrible trade. It was 7% in 90 seconds or thereabouts, and we were off to the races. So let's get into the next trade. Okay, so that was a Tesla trade. Let's move over to my second trade, which was on the SPY today. Found an opportunity to get short the market that I liked, and I was kind of hesitant. I got to be honest with you, I was pretty gun shy about taking this trade. But hey, when trade is a good trade, trade's a good trade. It didn't work out, and that is to say, it was an absolute like almost to the penny break even trade. But clearly, I was right, as you can see. The market got absolutely demolished today. And these are the days that being a day trader can be awesome to hedge against retirement and things like that. When your 401k is getting smoked by the market, at least you can, try to get some of that back by shorting the market. So that's what I try to do today. And let me let's talk through it. Okay, so I got short right here. So here's what my thought process was. Tesla was weak. And I made some money there, so I really thought the market was going to be weak. We were sort of hovering around this cloud. Of course, as you know, I'm not an Ichimoku expert, but I do use it for context. I think it's a really good tool for context. So the market kind of chops sideways. It goes up, it sells off, it comes back up. But when it comes back up, it throws in a bunch of, big wicks on the upside. Volume is okay, I suppose, meaning there's nothing to say that this wouldn't have continued up. It just didn't. And so when this candle here threw in a wick, I said, all right, I'm going to try to get short if this candle starts to get weak. It did, and I got in there. I bought the 435 puts on the SPY, and we're off to the races. So we put in this move here, which is beautiful. I was thinking to myself, man, you're a genius, Edison. And then it trades sideways, and it trades sideways. And then as all of these pops happen, the options premium just sinks, right? So every time that this thing moves up, my options get crushed. Every time it moves down, my options only gain a little bit. And that happens sometimes in derivatives and particularly in options. And I was in the money at that point. And I took a little bit off, hoping that I was going to get what ultimately speaking was this huge move down and then down again. And I didn't get it. And there was a level here. This here was 432.50, 432.49, and 432.50. And I said to myself, okay, fine. This thing can't break 432 to the downside, and it can't break 432.50 to the upside. So those are my levels intra-trade. That's how I think, or at least that's how I thought today. I'm going to hold this thing until either it breaks 432.50 or it breaks down below 432 level even. It ultimately speaking came up and I anticipated the move through 432.50 and I closed the trade for literally I think a $2 loss or a $2 gain, something to that end. So it was definitely a break-even trade. And frankly, I'm not even that sad about it. You can't trade in this range and expect this to happen. So all in all, today, it was kind of a meh day for me. I missed a gigantic move to the downside in Tesla. I mean, look at this. It's just absolutely disgustingly beautiful to the downside. 5 minutes shows it a little bit better here. And I caught 1% of it, not even 1% of that move. And so that's really disappointing. That's the second day in a row that's happened to me. Certainly something I'm going to have to take a further look at, and I will. But anyway, that's a recap for today. Hope you all had a great day in the market. Certainly there is starting to show some signs of trends, and we love to see that. Of course, as always, looking forward to building this channel with you and your crew. Like, subscribe, comment. Love learning from you all, and can't wait to get back at it tomorrow morning. So take care. Be well.